operations are finally coming back to CS2. Well, maybe. Before we get into this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's talk about the CS2 update. We've received a new patch, and the patch notes, it literally just says localization code and text changes. That's pretty much it, which might sound really boring unless you understand what this actually means. Recently, CS2 introduced weekly missions where players can gain XP by simply playing the game, winning rounds, getting kills with certain weapons, completing objectives, etc. At first, it felt like a small addition, but now with these new localization changes, things are starting to look a little bit more interesting. According to Thor's tweet, new strings were added related to mission points in CS2. One of the strings says, keeping old mission tokens until we can do the full dance of getting a new client. That line is very important. This suggests that Valve may be preparing a larger overhaul to the mission system, potentially something even much bigger than just weekly XP challenges. And you've been paying attention to CS2 leaks over the past year, you already know we've seen references to operations multiple times. There were leaks involving an Operation Game Journal, enum class additions, and backend adjustments tied to mission systems, and just overall operation changes. This is probably the closest we've gone to a real 50-50 chance that an operation is actively being worked on. But what does this actually mean? Here's where I want to be realistic. Do I think we're getting an operation? Yes. Do I think it's coming soon? Probably not. Operations take time. They require missions, rewards, maps, and a full progression system. Valve isn't going to rush that out, especially when the Armory Pass and limited time items are already generating very strong revenue for them. From a business perspective, why would they? Right now, players are still buying Armory Passes, they're buying sealed terminals, they're buying limited edition items, and unlike older operations where one pass could reasonably get you most of what you wanted, the current system almost encourages buying multiple passes to reach 125 stars for the AK Aphrodite. So financially speaking, Valve doesn't really need the urgency. Here's the part that really stands out to me though. This update was around 100 megabytes. That's unusually large for just localization changes. Normally string updates and text adjustments are measured in kilobytes, maybe in small megabytes, not hundreds of megabytes. This is a really big update. So either there are backend structural changes we can't see yet, assets or systems that were added quietly, and they're just preparing for a client for a future update that will activate them later. And remember, that string mentions getting a new client. This implies something larger than just tweaking weekly missions. It could just mean a system overhaul, and that requires a more substantial client-side update in the near future. Another interesting detail, developers reportedly removed certain comments from the code that just got added from the localization update. So after people started noticing these mission-related strings, they just completely removed them. And that's not something you do for nothing. It could mean they're trying to keep something under wraps. If something big is coming, especially something community hype like an operation, Valve would absolutely want to control the timing and narrative. Here's what I think is happening. I think Valve is slowly building a more dynamic, scalable mission system in the background. The weekly missions we have now may just be a temporary framework, a foundation of what they have. And right now, these missions are pretty boring. And adding missions that have full story and kind of like an operation feeling would go full circle. And once that system is fully ready, it could easily transition into a fully Operation Battle Pass system progression, a hybrid model combining armory and the mission-based content, or even a completely new client-driven event structure. But I don't think they'll release it until it benefits them strategically. Historically, operations tend to drop when player engagement needs a little boost, if the game player's numbers dip slightly, and that's the perfect time to release something major and bring everyone back. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right now, CS2 is stable, people are still spending money, there's no really emergency. So yes, this could absolutely be the groundwork for an operation. It's currently the strongest sign we've seen so far, but I don't think it's imminent. Between the armory and revenue model, limited item rotations, and the new pass structure, Valve has every reason to take their time. That said, 100 megabyte localization update, mentioning mission tokens and a new client, that's not nothing. Something is being prepared. The only question is when Valve decides the timing is right. Let me know what you think in the comments about this whole thing. See you guys in the graveyard. Peace.